tuning back into my channel. I cannot get the intro for this video. I think I've done this like 3 or 4 times and I just can't get it right. 3 or 4 times over 3 or 4 different days. I can't figure out what it is that I want to say, but at this point, I'm just gonna kind of go for it. In my last video, I talked a little bit about, returning back to college at a bit of an older age, and this is a small series that I'm going to continue throughout my my college life. In my last video, I mentioned how my high school experience played a significant role in how I adapted, or rather how I didn't adapt to college right after high school, and that got me thinking, maybe I had to tell you guys a little bit about my high school experience. Some of you follow me on Instagram, link is in the description down below, but you sent me messages over there telling me that you wanted to know what I was talking about my high school experience. So this video is dedicated to that. So I'm going to take you back to my old hometown and we're going to visit my high school. Now I know what you might be thinking, like, hey, that's a church, and yeah, you're right, it is a church, but it's also my high school. I went to a very tiny little private Christian school. This used to be there was a desk here. The school and church. And right about here, I just started talking and rambling on about where desks used to be in the office and the bathroom hallway and utility closets and all kinds of stuff that really doesn't matter and nobody cares. The real part of this thing is I wanted to emphasize the school part of it, which is coming up right about now. And this is where the school was. So everything here was not what it is now. It hasn't been a school for a long time, and so the church that it's attached to turned it into just like a fellowship hall. If you can imagine, like along all of these walls, we all had like our own little personal office space, and we would do our own individual work. I'll talk more about that a little bit later. We would do all of our little work. And this room, which ended about right here, so from here back, was the main classroom for the school that I went to for junior high and high school. And it was really strange because the mix was kids aged like, I don't know, 3rd or 4th grade all the way through 12th grade, all mixed in this room together. Yeah, the whole school, kindergarten through 12th grade, was only about 30 students ever, so it was an interesting experience. But because you worked alone, individually, you didn't really commingle, really, but you were all in the same place and you'd go outside and do your thing. This is the outside of the school. We used to come out of these doors. That's the classroom in there that we were just in. And then out here we would just play, like climbing the trees, or we'd take the baseball bat and just like hit balls out into the field. You can sort of see there's a football field over there. There's a goal post there and a goal post there. And all this used to, where this gravel is, used to be a big swing set. I don't know, in junior high and high school, we're too old for swing set. But who am I kidding? You're never too old for a good, strong swing set. Come on. And then way out past the trash cans over there and against the fence, it used to be flattened out dirt. There was a basketball court out there, and we would go out on our breaks and play basketball. That's right, I did say we played basketball on the dirt. This was my high school life. It's really weird being here. Really, really weird, but it's cool. And then this we always kept kind of open for, like chapel on Wednesdays. Yet another joy of going to a private Christian school. We did in fact have church, which we called chapel, every Wednesday. We had different events that we would do over here. So every day for school lunch, you could buy lunch, and then the blah blah blah. This is the lunchroom, cafeteria. Heat your food up, yada yada yada. We put the little kids in the back where they learn how to read before they come join us in the big room. We're back here. This wall didn't exist. I get it, Wes. Yes, you're old. Is it haunted? Being in this room, just seeing the beams of the is very kind of triggering. The way the education was for me. It was very weird. I mean, it's very cool to be standing here, but it's very weird to be standing here too.
Triggering. The bad side or good side?
Both. I have a lot of good memories from this place. But also some not so good ones. But yeah, it's just, oh man. Oh, part of me doesn't want to walk out, because once I walk out of here, I'm literally never going to see this place ever again. And that's okay, but it's just like feels very, very strange to me to be here.
I can't imagine this place as a school.
It's hard to imagine with it looking, I mean, it didn't look much different than this. It just had these offices. The offices weren't very big. We called them offices, and they stuck out from the wall only about this far on these 3 walls. And then it had like a desk that unfolded down, so it came out to, here.
Is it kind of like, like when you go to DMV and then you take DMV tax?
So like your chair would be like here, and you would be sitting facing the wall. And so your desk would come down. Your desk would come down, I mean, you'd be literally like this. Your desk would come down, like I had a desk right here at one point. And it would come down, and you have these dividers, these wooden dividers that would come out so you can't see your neighbor. And you just sit and you just do your work all day, and you have your books for each subject. And then there was a ridge up here at the top, and there was like 1 or 2 teachers in the room. And you had 2 flags, 1 flag to go score your work, because you would do the work and then you'd go score it yourself and it'd see how you did. Or if you needed help with like math or something, you take your flag and you put it up on the flag holder, and then you just keep working. And then when a teacher has time, because they're going around to all the students helping them, they would come take your flag down and then help you with whatever it is that you needed. And then okay, so I should really take a moment and explain how this school system works. So it was very much a self-taught learning system. That's how we were able to get away with having such a varied age group and such a varied grade range in that big school, because each one of those offices that you saw in the picture, you were just an individual student doing your own schoolwork. So it was essentially like being homeschooled, but in a place. So the teachers were there, yes, and they were there to help and to assist you when you needed it, like say in math or science or like whatever. But the work itself was really, really self-taught. So this is what I meant when I said before that I wasn't really prepared for college the way that I experienced high school, because I experienced high school as a homeschool student, essentially. I didn't really realize that until after I was out of high school and I attended college and realized, whoa, this is super, super different. I will tell you what it did prepare me for, though. It prepared me for 2020 and 2021 as we got into this whole COVID situation, and we've got schools happening online and everything is being done asynchronously, where we just have to go online, learn the stuff, watch the lecture, and then do everything kind of on our own. So I've been a boss at school for the past 2 years. Actually, I've been an A student ever since I started. I think I have 1 B. Managed to hold on to about a 3.8 GPA, which I'm super proud of because I was terrible at school the first time around. The high school that I went to did not prepare me for college, at least me. I'm just speaking from my experience when I went originally. But that experience, plus living life and gaining life experiences, definitely taught me to be a better student in life. And then it really, really prepared me for this whole online schooling that we're forced to be in right now if you're watching this in 2021. Anyway, back to the video. But other than that, the room's the same. The carpets changed color, the walls have changed colors, but I mean, of course it's the same building. The doors are the same.
Social distancing.
Anyway, I want to go turn the lights off, so I don't have to have the pastor come back. Is for the section that it's in. This is the last time I'm saying goodbye to this school. Well, it used to be a school. Okay, if you guys made it to the end of my video, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, the subscribe button. Leave a comment in the section down below if you have any questions. Get a little conversation and community going. This was a really emotional trip for me, this trip back to school. I haven't been back to that place in a very long time. I thought I would never ever see it ever again. And I also didn't expect it to hit me as emotionally hard as it did. I also want you to know, if you've been watching some of my videos in the past, they are not all going to be like this. I still plan on making travel videos and silly cooking videos and just having a good time. But this was a series, this returning to school as an older college student is a series that just kind of felt important to me, and I kind of wanted to share my journey and my story. So show some love, do hit that like and subscribe button, and stick with me through the rest of this. But I've got some other fun and exciting ones in the barrel. They're coming out in the next couple of weeks. Some road trips and some other vacationing stuff coming up soon, so stick around for that. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.